And next up at PFL Pittsburgh, we've got Lazaro Dayron taking on Jacob Thrall. And I'm going to pass this one to you, Carlos. Who you got in this matchup?
I'm going to go with Dayron to get it done. I'm going to take him, but he does have to get this one to the mat because Dayron's striking is a little looping. He doesn't throw too many shots at a time, and it's not like he knows how to pull the string. He doesn't get in and out fast enough. And with Thrall, he does have some solid boxing, and obviously, if Dayron connects with a solid shot, he's shown that he's got some heavy power. But with the technical striking, I just feel like Thrall is going to be able to land a little bit cleaner, a little bit better. He's going to land the clear, the cleaner shots. He's going to have the better openings with someone like Dayron, who's going to throw one shot at a time, whether it's a kick or a punch, and he's going to leave himself open for counters. And defensively, not the most solid defensive guy either. He's either in the pocket throwing shots or he's outside. So if you chase him out of the pocket, his hands are going to be down. So I just feel that to make this fight easy for him, you could throw some shots, maybe some overhands, get him up against the cage, or throw some overhands and go for some knee tabs and get that takedown. And when you're down there, do the work there. Do your ground and pound there. Control him on the ground. Make him work to get back up. Keep your weight on him. Use some half Nelsons, anything to wear him down. And I don't think it's going to be like that. I don't think you have to do anything to wear him down and break him or anything. I just feel that Dayron's a better athlete. This will be the easiest course of victory for him, is just get him down, throw some strikes, make him throw, and then when he's overextended, catch him. You know what I mean? And I think Dayron can do that. And I think once this fight gets down, I think it's going to be easy street for him. So I'm going to take Dayron to get it done.
Yeah, 2 for Dayron here. I feel fairly confident in him. Probably one of the bigger favorites on the card when I haven't seen the betting odds if I had to predict it. But Dayron, Cuban national team wrestling member here, obviously a guy that's competed or attempted to compete in the Olympics here in wrestling. And Thrall, to me, obviously 10 of his victories coming via submission out of his 15. He's just a jiu-jitsu butt scooter. He wants to get you to the mat. He wants to look for the submission, and that's just not going to be a factor here against Dayron. Dayron's striking is always improving, and I think this is a big step down in competition here for him. When you look at his previous matchups here against Bryce Meredith, obviously a college wrestling standout. Danny Sabatello, again, another high-level wrestler in Division I. And when you look at Thrall, he doesn't have that wrestling to be able to compete at that level. I don't think he can push a pace either. I think if Dayron wants to get this one to the mat, you're going to see maybe, at best, Thrall, kind of go for a Hail Mary guillotine as Dayron shoots him for a takedown. And I just don't think he'll get it. Once this fight hits the mat, I think Dayron's going to get on top, beat him up with ground and pound. I think if he wants to keep this one on the feet as well, he can have success. Dayron's shown an ability to improve his striking. Carlos did mention he tends to wing overhands, and you can see in some of his fights that he uses that to be able to get to the wrestling as well, as Carlos did mention. And I think that here, realistically, it just comes down to the fact that, it's kind of scissors beats paper, rock beats scissors kind of situation to me, where the wrestling is just going to be too much here for the jiu-jitsu. We see it time and time again. Guys who want to play jiu-jitsu off their back, they're going to get taken down by the dominant wrestlers, and these guys are going to be positionally sound. They're not going to see anything that they've not seen before. And the problem with MMA is when you've got these high-level wrestlers, the better athletes on top of you, they're going to be beating you up with elbows. They're going to be landing ground and pound. And ultimately, it's really hard to throw up these submissions when you're getting beaten up, like I believe Dayron's going to do in this matchup. So I do think Lazaro Dayron here should be a rightful big favorite, and I think he ultimately finds the finish. I'm going to say ground and pound here with successful takedowns in round 2.